Okay, so this video is going to show you how to remove an old thermostat and install a new thermostat. I got this free from TEP by a rebate, and I have to install it within 60 days. So here's the Nest. It works with Google Home, so don't use the Nest app. I guess you could, but if you already have the Google Home app, do that. Here's more information if you're really technical. But anyway, this is kind of what the box looks like. Alright, so let's pull this one off. But first we want to turn the AC off. Okay, so go to your breaker box, turn off the power. Try and do this in the morning if you can, it won't be so hot. But this is just when I'm doing it. So open your breaker box up. Here's the AC. I'm going to turn it off. Okay, and you'll notice my AC unit completely turned off over here. So just to verify that this isn't going to turn on, there it is. Or if you have a breaker that says thermostat, you could turn that one off. But anyway, we're working with small wires here. You need the small wires, you don't need the large wires for these. So your house does need to be a little newer. This house is a 2006, I believe, around there. So if you have a really old house and you have those fat thick wires on your thermostat, this is not going to work. So let me show you what we're going to do next. So this is set to off, but I can still hear my fan going, so I'm going to wait a few minutes, and then anyway, in the meantime, I probably could be opening up the box, but I'm in no hurry. I did set mine upstairs, so I kind of know how to do this already. But yeah, stay tuned for sure. Okay, so my fan turned off, and you're gonna need some tools. You're gonna need a screwdriver and a little screwdriver flathead, and then a regular Phillips head. So I'm gonna open this box. I'll show you what's inside. Okay, so before you even open the box, you probably should pop your thermostat off. Some of them have screws, but this one just pops right off. Okay, so this one is a little different than my last one. It still has these, it has a blue wire. I watched a Nest video earlier and it said you won't need that connector wire. Alright, well, now I need to go to the website and verify that these are still, that it's still gonna work. It kind of bothers me, but anyway. Alright, so this one might be a little more complicated than the last. These are actually, can be done with flathead or Phillips to pull those wires out. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is unscrew those screws, pull the wires out, and then I'm going to mount the mounting base, making it level. I'm also going to scan the back of my Nest. But anyway, I watched the Nest installation. It says you don't need that jumper wire, so you can probably just toss that. But anyway, I'll let you know how it goes. And anyway, we're gonna plug it into these other ones I kind of want to show you. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put those wires in to these, and what you do is you just kind of push this tab down, push it down, and then you shove the wire in, and then they have a little spot to make sure you put it level on your wall, so you can do that. So I'm gonna pull these little wires out. Before I do, I'm gonna put my screwdriver on there to make sure I'm not gonna get zapped, but I don't think they're gonna get zapped because this is not a high voltage system. Okay, you have my face in it. You don't really need my face in it, but here it is. You're gonna take these screws out. I turned my power off so there's no zapping. This is a low voltage system. When the garage man came, he said, "Oh, I don't even turn the breaker off for the garage door because these are low voltage wires." Anyway, okay, so I'm gonna pull these screws out. You can save them for later. Okay, Now what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna pull that base off, but I'm gonna put my mounting, well, not that. I'm gonna put my mounting bracket on next. Okay. So just kind of lift up on these, get them out of the holes. You can gently push those back through or do what you need to do to get them out. Okay, so there they are, and I'm hoping this will work with my nest. And the way I have my screws, I'm gonna put the wires back through. Try not to touch the wires together. But it was kind of silly. I was doing the other one upstairs and my fan just turned on all of a sudden. I don't know if that was because, you know, I touched the wires or what. It was just kind of a quirk. Alright, so I've got a little bit of drywall to work with here. So I'm going to try and split the difference. And we're just going to screw into the drywall. Okay. But before you screw it into the drywall, you might want to pop in the colors. Okay, so Zoe, come closer and let's show them how to pop these in. Okay, so this is your cyan. You're gonna get that, press the little button down, and you just shove it in like that. Okay, press the button, shove it in firmly. Get your white wire. Same thing, press your little button. You want to push it in firmly, let off the button. And green will come over here. Come close so they can see this one. Actually, unplug real quick. All right, come close. See this little G right here in your camera, Zoe?
Yeah.
So we're gonna get the green wire. We're gonna press the button down to insert it in. We'll get it started. Yeah, I know my hand's in the way, so just press the button and then do it. So I press the button, shove it in, let off. The next one is yellow. So we're gonna do that. Press the button, shove it in. Okay, and the next one is red. It's okay, it's all right. It'll be all right. Next one's red, press the button, shove it in, just like that. And then what I like to do is put these little tabs up. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm gonna screw it in. Here, press the stop recording. Okay, so before you put this on the wall, scan the QR code. You wanna pull off this little plastic tab right here. And then you just literally snap this on to that other piece and do it face up. Okay, so now I'm going to get these 3 prongs or 6 prongs and I'm just going to put them right in those 6 little holes. Make sure your little guy is level there. My bubble's kind of in the middle. This doesn't need to be super tight because this is plastic, just as long as it's not going to wiggle up and down. And so you just click it on like that and then you're going to get a message. And I need to go scan that QR code and follow the directions. Okay, so you're gonna need to use the Google Home app and you're gonna follow the instructions there. You may have to scan the QR code on the back of the thermostat. Again, you can pull it off, pop it back on, but if you touch this side area, there's a sensor. Okay, so you touch it once, it'll bring up the menu right here. Okay, if I wanna bring it up some, I can do it that way, but you can also just do it from your phone from the Google Home app. But there it is, and now my next project will be to fill the holes and paint, but I'm happy that I can now remotely control my Wi-Fi enabled Google Nests. Okay, and I got it all for free from my power company. Now I just need to ask my wife if she is okay with trying to defeat the peak, and if she wants the rewards from doing that. Basically, they just jack your thermostat up 4 degrees during certain times during the day to save power, and supposedly you're supposed to save money. But if you can't seem to curb your power habits during the peak, then you could be penalized. So I'm gonna have to chat with her and see what she thinks. But Thanks, Randy, for giving us the suggestion to get these free ones after going through some steps of TEP, and now I've got both of them installed, so I can start saving power, saving money, and peace of mind to know what my thermostat's at.